Hi everybody and welcome along to The Assassin Rapper, and today I'm going to be doing a horror book haul, and I am really looking forward to Christmas, particularly to sit down and relax and enjoy awesome movies like one of my favourite Christmas films, Gremlins, and also to eat some lovely vegan food. I usually do a vegan roast for my Christmas dinner and sit down and watch so much TV I just fall asleep because I'm so lazy and tired from eating too much food and drinking too much soft drinks. Today I'm going to be reviewing books that would appeal to so many different people. If you like young adult graphic novels, I'm going to be reviewing them. If you like horror films, I'm going to be reviewing a brilliant book that is studying all the teen slasher films from not only America but all over the world. And I'm going to be looking at other graphic novels and some science fiction that has a bit of horror in it also. So let's start with one of my favourites. This is a book I got just a couple of weeks ago. It is the Teenage Slasher movie book, and it is the second revised and expanded edition. Now, this is a must-have for any horror fan because it looks at all the horror films in this genre or subgenre all over the world. And what I love about it is the inside of the cover here you see Jason Voorhees, but look at that beautiful artwork from the movie Friday the 13th, and that is my favourite type of artwork, that particular poster. And if it was me who was in charge of Friday the 13th franchise, I would have that on the cover of all the DVDs and Blu-rays. And you have beautiful artwork throughout the book, amazing posters from different films. That's Prom Night, that was made a good few years ago now, and Wrong Turn, and I Know What You Did Last Summer, Scream, all these. I Know What You Did Last Summer, Scream, and that's Silent Madness in 3D. Really nice retro poster, and it goes to the kind of lengths of paperbacks from hell went to for books, but instead this is films. And what I mean by that is it really dives deep in to give an idea of what the movies entailed, what they were like, what audience loved them. It even has a top 10 list of the highest grossing horror films of this subgenre. Now, even if you're not a horror film fan, and if you're just a film fan, I would really recommend this book. Now, the second book on my graphic novels list of horror graphic novels is from an Irish writer, and it is Derek Landy. And you might know him from his best-selling books, but this is his first Bad Magic Skullduggery Pleasant graphic novel. This book is absolutely amazing, and the artwork is beautiful. It is murder, monsters and magic. This is what they do, as you can see the cover there. And I love to contrast the lime green onto this, and a lovely cover there of the character in the book. And the illustrator is, the artist is PJ Holden, Matt Sophie is the colorist, Rob Jones is a letterer, and Pi Parr is the designer. And it's got really nice artwork throughout the book, as you can see there, and really, really nice designs, and the story is really gripping too. And you also discover the world of Skullduggery Pleasant in this prequel, which I'm really looking forward to that one. And I'm going to give you an idea of what the story is like, but don't worry, I'm not going to give any spoilers away. A small town in the middle of Ireland, a string of unexplained deaths and a monster on the loose. Better call in the experts. When Skullduggery Pleasant and Valakari Kane drive into Tarmonacara, they discover a town with a dark past and a people haunted by darker secrets. There is a creature stalking the streets, a creature who delights in cruelty, who feeds off the little hatreds, who grows stronger with every drop of blood spilled. Horror and mystery collide in an original graphic novel by Derek Landy, PJ Holden, Matt Soff, Rob Jones and Pi Parr. This book is well worth checking out, and if you have read this or any of the other books, as always, I would love to hear from you in the comment section below. Now I'm going to show you some of the artwork inside it. As you can see, really nice, beautiful artwork. And I'm going to give you an idea of what the story is like, but don't worry, I'm not going to give any spoilers away. A small town in the middle of Ireland, a string of unexplained deaths and a monster on the loose. Better call in the experts. Horror and mystery collide in an original graphic novel by Derek Landy, PJ Holden, Matt Soff, Rob Jones and Pi Parr. This book is well worth checking out. And if you have read this or any of the other books, as always, I would love to hear from you in the comment section below. And the next graphic novel is Weird Science. This is the part where it gets all science fiction, what I was telling you about. Now this is from the Weird Science magazines or the Weird Science comics that were out in the 50s and 60s. And this is one of my favourite comics, and I was delighted that they republished them in this beautiful volume. It is Science Gone Too Far, gleaming starships, intrepid space explorers and bug-eyed monsters are the rocket fuel that powers Weird Science. Now, what couldn't you love about that? And if you look at this beautiful cover, the EC Archives Weird Science Volume 2, Incredible Science Fiction Stories, forward by Paul Levitz. This is one of my favourite graphic novels, and as you can see, really beautiful old vintage style comics, which would probably be very hard to find otherwise, even if you're a collector. So it's really nice to have them, and especially in new condition. And here you can see even these things where you can send off for them. So it's really like the authentic comics. And here is Weird Science from July, August. It doesn't say the year, but it's really nice to have the covers. I think if they had these type of graphic novels without the covers, it would really take away from it. I love that you have the cover of the comics because it really gives the authentic feel that you're reading the original comic. This is well worth checking out, and if you haven't decided what to get anyone for presents for Christmas, any of these books would be amazing presents to get anyone, in my opinion. So let's have another look at the artwork inside this before we get to the next one. to the Vault of Horror, the EC Archives. This is the Vault of Horror graphic novel, and this is, I don't want to belittle the other one, but if I were to pick one of my favourite graphic novels of all of these, I would nearly have to put this one. There is another one coming up that is really out on its own, so it would probably be parallel to this. But let's take a look inside it, shall we? First of all, the back, the Vault of Horror, and there are all the lovely comic covers there, as you can see. And it says, the terrifying opening of the Vault of Horror. This ghastly grimoire collects issues 12-17 of the classic horror series, including unforgettable stories from the all-star artistic lineup of Jack Davis, Wally Wood, Al Feldstein, Bill Gaines, Johnny Craig, Harry Harrison, Harvey Kurtzman, Graham Ingalls, and Jack Carmen. Volume 1 contains the Vault of Horror 12-17. Don't forget to lock all your doors and windows. And R.L. Stine says, as you enter the Vault of Horror, your eyes will bulge and your hands will tremble. So for R.L. Stine to say that, that is a very good sign. And let's take a look at the beautiful artwork in this one. And once again, it does have the comic covers, which I love. And let's take a look at the artwork inside this. And I hope you're enjoying the video. Last but not least is a beautiful box set. This is Five Nights at Freddy's graphic novel trilogy box set, the New York Times bestseller. Now this, by Scott Cawthon, is an absolute amazing box set. It's been 10 years since the horrific murders at Freddy's Fazbear's Pizza tore the town of Hurricane, Utah apart. Charlie, whose father owned the pizzeria, reunites with her childhood friends on the anniversary of the tragedy, and together they revisit the abandoned pizza place. After they discover a way inside, they realise that things are not as they used to be. The four animatronic mascots that once entertained patrons have a dark secret, one that sets Charlie and her friends on a path to unravel the many mysteries her father and his twisted partner left behind. This graphic novel box set contains 3 graphic novels, The Silver Eyes, The Twisted Ones, and The Fourth Closet. And not one of them are boring. So as you can tell, if you saw the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, it doesn't hold back any punches. It is kind of dark, and it is a real proper horror, and so are these graphic novels. As you can see here, I love the contrast of the colours, the dark, but then you've got the really nice bright colours that really stand out. And we're going to get into the artwork of Five Nights at Freddy's, and I hope you enjoyed the video, everybody. And as I said, if you did, please give it a like and comment below. And stay tuned to my channel for lots more reviews. I've got loads more coming. Thanks for watching, everyone. I will see you very soon. Take care. Bye. Thanks for watching The Assassin Rapper, and if you want to stay up to date on new content, then please subscribe and be sure to hit the bell to be notified on new content.